Hello everyone, welcome to the program of Inside Thai Nguyen that is produced by Thai Nguyen newspaper, radio and television. Today our special guest is Miss Lý Thị Thùy Dương. Miss Dương used to work in international relations at a university in Thái Nguyên, but now she is following a new journey connected to Vietnamese food and cuisine. Miss Dương, thanks for your participation today.
Yeah, so thank you very much too, and hello everyone. I am very happy to be a part of this episode of Thai Nguyen Insight.
The first question for you, as I know that in the past you work in the field of international relations, so what were the main activities of your job at that time, and what was the reason why you decided to turn into another direction of opening this Madame Lee restaurant and to work in the field of Vietnamese food and cuisine?
Yeah, so as you have mentioned, formerly I worked in the university at the position that I used to connect people like the students, the lecturers and the university's partners in different countries in the world. And during that job in the university and also through my study journey, I have had a lot of chances to go to different countries in the world. And the thing that I easily found is when I asked the other people from different countries about Vietnamese culture, the most of the answers that I got is about Vietnamese food. And at that time, I realized that sometimes they cannot understand what we say, but through the meal, through the food, they can easily understand our culture, understand about the people. And that's why I am really interested in Vietnamese cuisine and always think of how can I promote the Vietnamese cuisine so that I can connect more people to Vietnamese culture and to our country. And on the other hand, I am a person who really passionate about cooking the food for my family, for my friends. And so back to the questions, I think that in the past I used to connect the people through the educational programs. Now I want to connect people through the food.
Oh, so interesting. And as I know that in the field of food business, there are many kind of models. But why didn't you choose a trendier or easier model? But instead, you choose a direction that requires passion and deep understanding.
When I started to run the business model in F&B, I found out that there are a lot of trending food. And I must say that I really admire the young people when they are so creative and they create a lot of new food. I think that it is a very interesting for the young people to pursue that kind of trending food in the F&B sectors. But to me, because when I think of the business, it's not only about the business. And for me, food is not only about eating. It is also about the culture. It is also about the memories. It's about the connection. And that's why I want to pursue the value of sustainability. And I want to make a continuation of the tradition of the Vietnamese cuisine. So I run into the ideas of giving the authentic or the traditional Vietnamese food. And the target customer to me are the people in Vietnam and also the foreigners when they come to Vietnam. I want to serve them with the quite authentic Vietnamese food.
And Vietnamese cuisine is diverse across different regions. And could you share more about that?
Yeah, I think one of the very unique things about Vietnamese cuisine that is the diversity. And we can see that across the region in Vietnam, there are different tastes. And in the north of Vietnam, most of the food are quite well balanced. It's a little bit lighter with less spice than in comparison to the other region. But to the central region, it will be more spicy, it will be hotter. And in the south, if we move to the south, the flavor will be more likely to be sweeter. So that makes the Vietnamese food quite diverse. But whether it's diverse, I think that there are something in common in Vietnamese cuisine. That is the very nice balance between the materials to make the food, and it makes the food in Vietnam quite healthy, fresh, and well balanced. And I think the thing that makes the food different are the stories about the countries, about the people, personality. And the more we know about the food, the more we know about the people, about the culture, about the land of each region.
In your opinion, what dish best reflects the essence of Vietnamese cuisine? I know it's difficult for you.
Yeah, it's really difficult.
Yeah.
I think it's not only difficult for me, it's difficult for everyone.
Yeah.
I also have the same questions to my friends and my foreigners friends.
Yeah.
The most popular answers will be phở, will be bún chả, nem, or bánh mì.
Yeah.
For me, it's just my personal taste.
Yeah.
I think that I am really into the bánh tráng, cuốn thịt heo. We have the herbs, we have vegetable, we have pork, and we have different types of fruits too into that rolling, and it will be wrapped with the rice paper. That is very special in Vietnam. I think that the thing that makes it very special is the special sauce that we have with that kind of food. So that makes it something that quite unique.
And in your opinion, in the context of globalized world, where does Vietnamese cuisine stand, and what should Vietnamese cuisine do both to preserve its identities and also to reach more people around the world?
If we go outside Vietnam, we can easily see the Vietnamese restaurant is everywhere in the world, from New York, Paris, Melbourne, Sydney, to Taiwan, to Indonesia, and to some other countries in the world. So everywhere that I go, I can easily find the Vietnamese restaurant. And that can show that there is not only the demand in Vietnam, there is also the demand of the customers in different countries in the world for Vietnamese food. And it makes the Vietnamese food to have a quite good position now in the international market. I think that food is not only about eating. The food is also about the cultures, about the memories, about the connections of people. So if we can tell everyone about the story behind the food, each Vietnamese food, of course it will make the Vietnamese food to have better recognized, and also they can know more about Vietnamese culture and Vietnamese people. And I am sure when foreigners they started to like the food in each country, they will started to search for the culture. They started to search about the people, and they will really want to come to that country.
Thank you for your interesting sharings, and through the conversation with you, Thai Nguyen TV viewers and I can understand much more about Vietnamese food, Vietnamese cuisine, and we know that food is not only about taste, but it can be a bridge to connect different cultures. And do you have any last things to share with Thai Nguyen TV viewers for our program finished today?
There will be a lot of things that I want to share, but if just choose one thing, then I must say that I am a person who really proud of our country, of Vietnam, and Vietnamese cuisine is really something that we need to nurture. The love for the children, for the young generation, and from this love, the younger generation, they can continue the journey of Vietnamese cuisine, and then a lot of international people will know about Vietnamese authentic food and started to love our country.
Yeah, and I also hope that your restaurant, Madame Lee, will become a connecting point to attract more Vietnamese people and also foreigners around the world to come and to learn more about Vietnamese culture.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
And that's also the end of our program today. Thanks for your watching. Goodbye and see you next time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.